Hello. I haven't done a video on here in a while. I've had things here and there I wanted to talk about, but nothing there. Anyway, this thing came up. I saw on the bottom of the screen on the local Fox channel, scrolling news updates. It said like a parent accused the opposing football coach of bullying the other team. And it was actually on Good Morning America this morning. They were debating it. Two high schools in Texas, one team beat the other one 91-0. Okay. They were showing clips of it. And they weren't throwing any passes in the second half, just handing the ball off. And the other team's just so bad they can't even tackle anybody. I was watching it. At one point, the kid looked like he ran from maybe the 2-yard line all the way to the end zone. And nobody's trying to tackle him. They're just standing around. One or two players, couldn't catch him. The rest of them were just kind of slowly trotting. It's like they're not even trying. But now the Good Morning America crew, they had some other people on there debating whether or not it was bullying. They said that Texas high schools don't have the mercy rule. They should have a mercy rule if you get up by too many points. Well, how would that work? How many touchdowns do you have to score before they call the game? I've seen teams come back from 28, 32-point deficits. And even if they don't win, sometimes they make a game out of it. But 91-0. He said something like, scored halftime. I don't remember, 56-0 or something like that. And they talked to the coach on there. He said it got to be 56-0, 63-0. He was trying to figure out ways to slow the game down. They weren't throwing passes. He kept substituting players. They had like freshmen in there by when the score got up there. What are they supposed to do? Take a knee on every down if their head say 70-0? Let's just take a knee on every down. Let them have the ball back inside our 20-yard line. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Accusing another team of bullying because your team can't move the ball, or they don't try, or maybe they are trying but they just suck. Where I'm originally from, there were some Catholic school teams back when I was in high school that would play our school, and they would lose big. There were 2 or 3 schools that would go 4, 5, 6 years without winning a single game, and our school beat one of them 55-0 in one day. One of them even had a former NFL lineman took over as coach, and he couldn't turn the team around too much. One year, I think he won 2 or 3 games with them, but he didn't stay there long. But 91-0. That's just a slaughter. When you're losing that badly, I mean, if you lose routinely, huge blowouts, and you don't score, maybe it's time to fold the football program, okay? And not blame the opposing coach for bullying. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, boo. I mean, come on. Have a backbone. You're not teaching kids. You're not teaching humility. You're teaching them to just be humiliated. Raising a bunch of little pussies. If you can't win a game, if you can't score a touchdown, if you can't move the ball, you're going 0-10 like 4, 5, 6 seasons in a row. Maybe it's time to shut down the football program or hire a new coach, or maybe play smaller schools. You ever think of that? 91-0. I was watching the clips on Good Morning America. The kids are just standing around, and the other guys are zipping past them. If they're not serious about football, what are they doing on the field? Why are they on the team? It's absurd. I remember there was a technical school where I'm from. Their basketball team, they didn't have a football program. that I can remember, their basketball teams would routinely get blown out, and I mean they'd score like 16 points a game and give up like 72. It's because all the girls were standing on the court smoking. And all this was my time in high school. It was before the cell phone age. I mean, cell phones existed, but they were like, the size of cinder blocks. I got two cats about to fight behind me. Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Get down! Anyway, it's just BS. That school, I believe, needs to shut their football program down. I mean, I could do some research right now and find out about them. 91-0. Parent accuses Texas high school football coach of bullying after 91. Blah 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 blah. Alito football coach accused of bullying. I mean, maybe it's time to stop pointing fingers, stop blaming opposing coaches, and look at your high school football coach. Maybe he should have called the game when they got down like 70-0. I'm seriously. Stop it! Now the other cat's brother is fighting with the cat. This is their mother, by the way. You okay? Don't get cats. If you do have one, just one. Anyway, it's just absurd to me. Okay, it's Western Hills High School is the team that got clobbered by Alito High School. Let's look up and see what their record is for the season. Fort Worth, Texas. There's another one, Frankfort, Kentucky. Alright, here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, they lost 91-0 to Alito. They lost 49-30 to a school called Granbury. So they put up some points in that one. They lost 35-7 to a team called Southwest. There's a game that was actually close. They lost 9-7 to Trimble Tech. 63-0 to Denton on September 13th. Okay, was there any whining and pissing and moaning and during that game when Denton beat the crap out of them 63-0? They lost to Brewer 62-10. They lost to Seagoville 61-7. Okay, maybe the problem here isn't the other school. They don't have an offense. I don't think they should blame Alito High School's coach. I think they should blame their own coach or coaching staff. They can't score points. They've had one game that they've scored more than 7 points in. Or more than 10 points in, rather. The problem here is Western Hills. Okay, they do not have an offense. When you're routinely getting pulverized by more than 50 or 60 points, are they going to accuse the other schools of bullying? The only game that they put up any kind of offense in was against Granbury, 49-30. Excuse me. They lost to Southwest 35-7. What did they do in that game? I don't think they've won any games this season. Okay, that's a school called Rockwell. That's not them. The Trimble Tech game, that's I can imagine both schools kind of, probably a boring game, 9-7, but the 63-0 game to Denton, what happened there? I want to know. Why did that make headlines, huh? Just because Toledo scored 28 more points against them than the Denton school did, and Brewer beat them 62-10. Where was the crying there? And see, 61-7. It seems to me that getting pummeled is a routine thing with Western Hills. Come on, parents. Don't go blaming the opposing coach for bullying when your team can't mount any kind of an offense. Okay? Fold the football program or get a new coaching staff. It seems to me, yeah, their defense can't be that good either if they're giving up 60 points a game, with the exception of that 9-7 game. They've given up 35 or more points per game and scored next to nothing. You can't do anything anymore. You can't offend anybody. We live in a society of a bunch of Mort Goldmans. Everybody's like, well, it's a duck for cover, It's just bullcrap. Seriously. If I'm coaching a team and I'm behind, say, 48-0 at halftime, I think it's time to reevaluate my position with the team. The coach should voluntarily step down if they're going to keep the football program. They should voluntarily step down, and they should find a replacement. Maybe somebody that can actually do it. But if I'm behind by, more than 4 touchdowns at halftime, and my seniors, my best players, maybe my seniors aren't my best players, but maybe they're worn down, they're defeated, they can't get in a proper mindset to fight back, you bring in the substitutes, yeah. But if all else fails, I'd be running trick plays, literally every 2 seconds. Try to reverse, end around, Statue of Liberty play, flea flicker, stuff like that. End around pass, play hot potato with the ball. You gotta do something if you're gonna actually continue to play the game when you're getting beat 5, 6, 7, or 8 touchdowns. It's either that, or you just shut down the football program. It's just absurd when you go, oh, he's bullying my children. Boo, 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 boo. But they knew what they were getting into when they signed up for the football team. Okay? They get out there on the field. They know what they're getting into. They've had other games where they've given up more than 60 points. If the kids couldn't handle it, they shouldn't have been on the team in the first place. My opinion here, like I've been saying over and over, kind of redundant, is Western Hills needs to shut down their football program. That's it. Focus more on other sports. See, how good are they in everything else? Do they suck at everything else too? The high school in the town I live in, we don't even have a boys volleyball team. That's not a high school sport in this state, I don't think. Back home where I'm from, I'm pretty sure I could have sworn that it was. I don't know. Maybe Western Hills should put some effort into a boys volleyball team then. I don't know if Texas has boys volleyball. What about tennis? Tennis is more of an individual sport though. Seriously. Cut your losses and start preparing for basketball and wrestling season, and just move on. Okay? Shut down the football program, Western Hills. Don't blame Alito's coach for bullying. It's your own fault. You've lost several games where you've given up more than 60 points. You've scored more than 10 points once. It's over. Shut down your football program. Quit being a bunch of wimps. Have a nice day.